Hello, Commanders fans. Today we have some hot news that you can't miss. So get ready because there's a lot of important information coming. Before we start, we'd like to take the opportunity to subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and stay up to date with all the news about our Washington Commanders. Don't forget to leave a like, which really strengthens our community and helps bring this content to the most passionate fans of the team. Now, without further ado, let's get straight to today's news. Commanders' Deebo Samuel trade gets big appreciation from NFL analysts. The Commanders' trade for Deebo Samuel Sr. has been met with widespread approval. Adam Peters is building a strong reputation around the league. The general manager made another splash when he brought wide receiver Deebo Samuel Sr. to the Washington Commanders via trade during the NFL Scouting Combine. Samuel may not be the all-pro force he once was, but the Commanders filled a glaring hole with someone Peters knows well from their time together on the San Francisco 49ers. The fact that Washington got him for nothing more than a fifth-round pick makes it all the better. This feels like a win for Samuel and the Commanders. He provides the offense with another versatile, explosive piece that offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury can use creatively. Terry McLaurin gains a legitimate complementary piece, and quarterback Jaden Daniels has another reliable weapon upgrade to utilize. Peters acquired a potentially high-value playmaker who can line up anywhere along the line of scrimmage or even in the backfield. Samuel is coming off a down year statistically, but he can make things happen. His exceptional blocking is an overlooked part of his game that the Commanders will put to good use. That's the cherry on top. NFL analyst Tyler Sullivan praises the Commanders' bold trade for Deebo Samuel Sr. Tyler Sullivan of CBS Sports believes the Commanders came out on the better side of this deal. The analyst gave Washington an A grade, which is a big stamp of approval that this rookie prospect could be a big asset next season and potentially beyond. The Commanders had a clear need for a secondary pass catcher opposite Terry McLaurin, and Deebo Samuel fills that need superbly. While McLaurin topped 1,000 receiving yards for the fifth consecutive year, no other Washington pass catcher has crossed that threshold. This landing spot is also appealing for Samuel because it reunites him with current Commanders general manager Adam Peters, who was the 49ers' vice president of player personnel when the team drafted him in 2019. Peters should have a deep understanding of what Samuel can bring to the offense and how he will fit in with head coach Dan Quinn and offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury. Tyler Sullivan. This filled a need. It was a financial commitment that Peters could absorb. Samuel enters a contract year embarking on a new challenge and should be highly motivated to repay the faith shown in him by the Commanders. Samuel will turn 30 next season. There have been some minor injury concerns throughout his career, but nothing too drastic since 2020. His time in San Francisco ended without a Super Bowl ring, despite a few near misses. The Commanders represent a chance to get over the hump after his sensational first campaign under head coach Dan Quinn. It's hard to imagine a scenario in which this trade falls through if Samuel stays healthy. The Niners don't think it will be long before the wideout's expiration date arrives. But if the Commanders can use him effectively in an offense that likes to share the wealth, this trade would be an absolute steal. The Commanders are swinging for the fences. They believe they have a legitimate chance to win the Super Bowl in 2025. Samuel alone won't be enough, but he gets them closer, that's for sure. NFL Insider provides updates on 3 potential Commanders trade targets. The search for reinforcements in the Washington Commanders wide receiver core continues intensely. Virtually every name available on the NFL market, whether via free agency or trade rumors, has been linked to the Capital franchise. The reason is clear. Outside of Terry McLaurin, the Commanders do not have a solid wide receiver on the roster for the 2025 season. The need for more tight ends in the passing game becomes even more evident when looking at the lack of experience and consistent production among the team's receivers. Luke McCaffrey, selected in the 2024 draft, will enter his second season with the team. Despite his promising potential, he has not yet reached a level of development that would allow him to be considered a key piece alongside McLaurin. This means that Washington will continue to evaluate options on the market to strengthen the position. During last week's NFL Scouting Combine coverage, NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport revealed new updates on 3 potential trade targets that could be on the Commanders' radar. With the offseason picking up steam, the team's moves promise to be one of the big highlights of the coming weeks. Could Cooper Kupp be on his way out of the Rams? The receiver situation is getting new twists and turns. Cooper Kupp's future with the Los Angeles Rams is increasingly uncertain. According to information released by Ian Rappaport of the NFL Network, the California team is actively exploring trade possibilities for the star receiver, who is scheduled to make $20 million in salary next season. The Rams and Kupp himself have come out and said very clearly that the team intends to trade him. And there will certainly be a market, Rappaport said. The big question is there enough interest for a team to take on his full salary? If not, it seems like a real possibility that the Rams could even opt to cut him. Options for Kupp's future. If they can't find a trade partner willing to absorb Kupp's contract, the Rams may be forced to look for less favorable alternatives. One option being considered would be to offer a late draft pick along with the player, essentially paying another team to take over his contract. This type of move is common in the NFL when a team wants to get rid of a high salary without major financial losses. Another possibility would be for Los Angeles to pay part of Kupp's salary to make the deal more attractive to other interested teams. In this scenario, a team looking to strengthen its receiving core could acquire the player for a more affordable price, without compromising its salary cap space too much. What to expect in the coming days? Kupp, 30, has been a key piece of the Rams' offense since his arrival in the NFL and his performance in 2021, when he led the league in receptions, yards and touchdowns, and was named Super Bowl 56 MVP, established him as one of the best wide receivers in the league. However, injuries in recent seasons have affected his productivity, raising questions about his durability and his cost-benefit for Los Angeles. With free agency and the NFL draft approaching, the Rams need to act quickly to define Kupp's future. If he is cut, the team could save a significant amount against the salary cap, allowing more flexibility to strengthen other areas of the roster. Now, it remains to be seen which franchise will be willing to bet on the veteran wide receiver's talent and assume, at least partially, his multi-million-dollar contract. The next few days promise news about this possible movement in the NFL market. Brandon Aiyuk stays with the 49ers. What does this mean for the Washington Commanders? In recent days, Brandon Aiyuk's name has been in the spotlight again in NFL news, especially after the San Francisco 49ers re-signed the wide receiver. The decision came as a surprise to many, considering the long and public drama that has surrounded the player and the franchise, fueled by several social media posts. Part of that storyline included the name of Washington Commanders quarterback Jayden Daniels, which has further fueled speculation about a possible trade. Since the beginning of the offseason, rumors have linked Aiyuk to the Washington Commanders, with the team reportedly interested in a possible trade. This speculation has been further intensified by the strong friendship between the receiver and Jayden Daniels, a bond that has been evident through interactions and social media posts. We believe that this connection could be a deciding factor in the Commanders trying to bring in Aiyuk to bolster their receiving core and give their young quarterback an elite target. NFL insider Ian Rappaport has some additional information on the situation. He commented on a recent statement from 49ers general manager John Lynch, who was asked directly about rumors that the team had received specific calls about Aiyuk or was considering a trade. According to Rappaport, Lynch made it clear that the 49ers want to rejuvenate the roster, a strategy that makes sense given the large number of hefty contracts the team has to manage. Additionally, a crucial factor in the future of the San Francisco team is the imminent need to re-sign quarterback Brock Purdy. With a significant extension on the horizon, the 49ers will need to balance their finances, which could make any transaction involving Aiyuk even more delicate. For the Washington Commanders, this situation deserves their full attention. Even if Aiyuk is re-signed, the NFL landscape can change quickly, and any sign of dissatisfaction from the player in San Francisco could reopen the door for a possible trade. The Commanders' need to strengthen their receiving core and surround Jayden Daniels with top-tier talent remains a priority for the franchise.